Do you know, as parents, loving your child is not actually a bad thing. It is good thing. It is one of the things we tell parents to do. But there is a problem when you now start loving the child excessively. Then there is a bigger problem because at this time, whatever that child does, you don't see anything wrong with that child. And whenever that child does bad, you tend to shield that child from the evil that child is actually doing. That is where we start having problem when you overdo some things. And also as a parent, there are some things we do to our children that we feel it is actually right, but actually you are damaging that child, not helping that child morally and otherwise in all ramifications. And here I'm going to tell you about 5 steps, or let's say close to 7 things that you are actually doing in parenting that you feel it is actually right, but no, you are actually destroying that child. And my dear parents, if you've watched to this extent and you have successfully listed 5 that you are doing, that means you have to go back to the drawing board, sit down and tell yourself the simple truth that you are doing a very wrong parenting and start retracing. My name is Omoye Audu. I'm here. I talk about parenting and also relationship. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so. And also, you can share this video to a parent that you actually know that might actually need this video, and it will really help parents. And please, try as much as possible. Tell people about mom of things because here we teach you the core values of parenting. Parenting does not actually mean providing shelter, providing food, providing clothing. It goes beyond this. And that is one of the things a lot of parents don't actually know, that when I give them what they want, I have done a good parenting. No, you have actually not done a good parenting. You've just done what any other human beings on the road that have children will do. But what makes you different are some of the things that we teach on this channel. Now, let's dive into it. The first one on my list is overindulgence. You see, giving your child everything your child needs as the child is growing up, you might feel that, oh, it is my child, so I can give the child anything I really want to. And whenever the child asks, because you have the means, you don't want to withhold. Fine is a good thing. But imagine at a young age, when that child cries and said every toys on the shelf that he or she wants to buy, and you go ahead to buy for the child, that child would not know what it means to be said no to. Now the child is now grown up, he is now 18, and that child does not even know that he doesn't want to hear anything no, because when you say no, it's like you are being insultive, you are not being reasonable, and so on and so forth. And this is one problem with us parents. Yes, a lot of us parents are actually going this because some of the things we've actually done for our children when they were younger is now actually affecting them now that they are in their teenage age. And now the child is feeling too much entitled and becoming irresponsible. And yes, they become over entitled, that if this thing is not given, it becomes a problem. This is one of the things that you are doing wrongly, but it's just in your own good way to actually know that, to show love to your child. But at the end of the day, that is not actually love. And that is one of the things that is causing trouble for this generation. The second one is overprotection. See, yes, you want to protect the child. You want to make sure that child, because of some of us, just because of the way we are brought up, we want to make sure our children are being protected. Yes, it is good, but when you are doing it over, it becomes a problem. Being overprotective of your child will not make you know whether that child is actually doing wrong or doing right. And whenever that child even does wrong, you tend to protect the child. That is just one problem. And a lot of parents are actually doing this. Don't be too surprised. Your next door neighbor, even you watching this video, might actually be also doing this. Then the third on my list is being too over aggressive towards them. Okay, let's talk. This is to my African parents. Whenever they do things, too much harshness, or should I use the word harsh? Yes, too much, being too harsh towards them. You see, we African parents, before they even talk, you've given you've hit. And these are some of the things that you might be feeling, oh, the next you say, I'm doing it because of you. I'm doing it because of your future. Are you actually doing it because of him or her, or you're actually doing it because that is just the best way for you to react? Sometimes we parents, we do things and we keep telling the children that I'm doing it for your own good so that tomorrow you will not come and become something else. That is not the way to go about it. And if you know you are also practicing this, please put a stop to it. Another aspect that you might be doing wrongly, but you feel because it is your child and the love you also have for the child, so you are also doing it, overprotection. Yes, I've mentioned overprotection before, but in this aspect, you are always shielding the child. Let me give you an example. Are you the type of parent here? This is common with us African parents too. Are you the type of parent that whenever a teacher caution your child, the next thing you've run to the school to go and warn that child, warn the teacher, I mean, and the next thing you are the one let everybody now knows you in school that they don't talk to your child because you know how to make trouble, you know how to protect your child. You might be feeling you are doing it rightly or you are doing it for the child. Nobody should caution your child for you. But how about this? When the child start misbehaving and nobody talks to the child, when that child grow up, what do you think will happen to such a child? At the end of the day is a no. So if you are doing this, yes, you might be doing it because of the love you have for your child, but you are doing it in a wrong way. Why will you go to school to warn the teacher? Instead, why not sit down and see what are the things the teachers are always complaining about that I need to change, that I need to do to make sure my child is not always being cautioned or not always being brought out among his peers. So with this, you are helping the child and not the other way around. Another thing is too much compelling. Yes, a lot of us parents, and this also happened to us African parents, we compare a lot. Look at your cousin, he is doing better than you. Look at this, he is doing better than you. Your friends are progressing. What are you doing? See, I will always tell you, and if you watch most of my videos, I keep saying that no two child is the same. Every child is unique on its own. And the truth is this, for everything you see in another child, it is what they portray, they want you to see. So stop comparing. And if you are a parent, you are doing this, it means that you're actually doing a wrong parenting. Stop comparing. Your child is your child and not nobody else. If you want that child to improve, then create a step way for your child to improve than comparing. I hope I've been able to tell you something. See, if you know you have not subscribed to Mom of Things, please do so and please drop a meaningful comment if it will, if this video actually helped. Another one is we are talking about absentee fathers. This one is mostly for our fathers. You see, because you are not always there, you feel that buying gifts will replace you. So whenever you are coming, you are not there, you just buy them anything, you buy them gifts and they are always there. The truth is this, those gifts will not replace the fatherly love or fatherly present. So for you doing this, you are not actually doing the right thing as a father. Please have time, sit with them one on one, talk to them, talk with them, let them express themselves, ask them questions, and you should give them avenue to also talk. Create time for family time, and see how it improve. Not you always, because you are not always there, then the gift and the every other thing you buy replaces you. No, let nothing replace you. And another thing is this, sometimes we do what we call, we parents, we are over expecting some things for our children. Like I said earlier, if you see that some of us sometimes in the process of comparing, we are over expecting. Yes, you should be able to do this, you can do this, you should do this. Forget that these children, they are just children, they are still teenagers, they are still coming up. You don't expect them to achieve everything once. And this is one of the reasons why you find out that a lot of children are doing something that they ought not to do because the expectation their parents put on them is too high. How can you tell your child that, oh, because I want you to read this particular course, so you have to do it? And that child might not actually have interest in it. Are you getting it? Then because you want such an expectation, then the pressure now is on that child. without even allowing the child to tell you whether he or she is interested in that particular thing you are expecting that child to be, is a bad one. That's why we find out a lot of our teenagers are into drugs, into some other things, because the pressure on them is too much, and the next thing they just look for a way out. The next thing you see peer pressure telling them that, oh, their friends are telling them that, oh, you are too stressed, let me give you something that will calm you down, this will help you. Before you know, your child is already doing what he or she is not supposed to do. And this is one of the things. Yes, it might be a good thing because you've studied, you've looked at it, this will be a good thing. But at the end of the day, is it actually good to that child you are doing it to? I leave that question for you to answer. And another thing is this is over invasion of privacy. You see, this one, we feel that most time our children don't need privacy, and especially we African parents. What are you doing? What is this that you are covering? What is this that you are keeping? Why are you hiding? Why are you locking your door? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? These are humans. They need their own privacy too. And when you invade their privacy, they tend not to trust you, and they tend to keep things to themselves. The truth is this, when you allow them to be, when they have trouble, they come to meet you and you help them to trash the issue. And if you know you are doing all this, and if you've done five out of all these things I have mentioned, please, you have to go back to the drawing board and take your time to actually look at what you are actually doing, because all these are some of the things that actually causes our teenagers to start exhibiting bad behaviors. You see them, they change all of a sudden. But if you look at this thing, you find out that at the end of the day, you might be the one pushing them to do what they ought not to do. And I hope I've been able to tell you something today. Please, if you know you've watched to this extent and you need to drop a good comment, and if there's anything more you need to add, you can. We are all learning. But this is Mom of Things, and I say, have a great day. Until I come your way next time. Kudos.